Hey there, South Jersey. I'm Pete Thompson with the Cape May County Herald, and this is Under Review. Under Review brought to you by the Burke Motor Group. This is the final dead week, if you will, as we are just about to begin the spring sports season. With that in mind, Steph Sella and I decided to preview what's to come with our Super Six. In case you forgot who the Super Six are, that's Ocean City, Cape May Tech, Middle Township, Lower Cape May, Wildwood, and Wildwood Catholic. And as far as spring sports go, you're talking baseball, softball, boys lacrosse, girls lacrosse, boys tennis, track and field, and golf. So without further ado, let's talk about these sports and the schools. We will start with baseball, where Cape May Tech is currently in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The Hawks get to the Garden State. Well, they get back to the Garden State at the end of this week and begin play on Monday, April 4th at home with Middle Township. Lower Cape May starts the season officially this week on Friday, April 1st at Buna. The Caper Tigers 12-15 last season. Their first home game is next Tuesday, April 5th with ACIT at 4 o'clock. So that brings us to Middle Township, where the Panthers are currently in Orlando playing some baseball at ESPN's Worldwide of Sports complex down there. Middle's first game next Monday, April the 4th at Cape May Tech. The Panthers' first home game next Tuesday, April the 5th with Bridgeton, which leads us to Ocean City. Craig Mensinger's Red Raiders, always a powerhouse in Group 3. Their first home game is next Tuesday, April 5th against Apsagami. OC coming off a 17-8 record last year. Don't ever discount Wildwood baseball. What Rich Hans does each year with the Warriors each spring is impressive. They are at Disney right now in Orlando as well. Wildwood's first game next Tuesday, April 5th at Pennsville. The Warriors open up at home next Wednesday, April 6th with Pittman. And our final baseball team is Wildwood Catholic. The Crusaders struggled last year to a 4-16 record. They're hoping to improve this season. Their first home game next Thursday, April the 7th at Cedar Creek. The Crusaders' first home game Friday, April 8th with Buna Regional. That is high school baseball. Let's switch to softball. As again, we start with Cape May Tech, just 6-21 last season. The Hawks hoping for improvement as they start at Middle Township this Friday, April the 1st. Tech's first home game Saturday, April 2nd with Cape Christian Academy. Lower Cape May softball begins this Friday as well. Caper Tigers host Buna Regional at 4 o'clock, and then there's Middle Township, 10-14 last season. Currently in Orlando at the ESPN Wild World of Sports complex. Middle softball opens up at home this Friday, April 1st with Cape May Tech. April Fool's Day, no fooling. John Bruno, the head coach of Ocean City softball, his team 6-11 last year. OC's first home game this Friday with Holy Spirit at 4. Wildwood softball went 3-16 last year. The Warriors begin a little later than most at home next Friday, April the 8th versus Gloucester Catholic. And finally, Wildwood Catholic softball opens things up at home next Wednesday, April the 6th. The Crusaders 7-17 last year, hoping for better things this spring. That is high school softball. We will move along to boys lacrosse, and things will move a little quicker here as there are only 3 of our Super 6 schools who have lacrosse as a sport. Lower Cape May 11-9 last season. We also previewed them last week right here on Under Review, so go back and check that out if you didn't already. That was Under Review 323. Lower's first game today, March 30th at Cinnaminson. The first home game Monday, April 11th with Vineland. At Middle Township, an arch rival of Lower, the Panthers also previewed last week on Under Review. CJ Walters inherits a team that went 9-9 last year. Their first game this Friday, April the 1st at Egg Harbor Township. Middle's first home game next Tuesday, April 5th with Holy Spirit. Finally, the Ocean City boys are coming off an 18-4 season. OC begins at home this Friday, April 1st with Lower Cape May. That's boys lacrosse. 3 programs on the girls' side of things, too. Lower Cape May, 12-6 last year. The Caper Tiger girls play on Friday at home with Ocean City. Middle, real strong last season in girls lacrosse, 19-2. The Panthers open up at Egg Harbor Township on Friday, April 1st, and Ocean City 18-4 last year. The Red Raiders have that game with Lower this Friday, their first home game next Tuesday, April 5th, with Absegami. That's girls lacrosse. 5 of our Super 6 schools feature boys tennis. Lower Cape May, a strong program as the Caper Tigers went 15-6 last spring. Their first match next Monday, April 4th at home with Egg Harbor Township. Middle Township, an even more impressive 2015 in record. The Panthers went 15-1 overall. Their first match this Friday, April 1st at Buno Regional. Middle's first home event next Monday, April 4th with Millville, and thanks to Phil Birnbaum, Ocean City gets to play on some sweet courts as the Red Raiders are hoping for big things this spring. 8-8 last year. OC will begin at Mainland next Tuesday, April the 5th. The first home match for Ocean City next Wednesday, April the 6th with EHT. We will recognize both programs in the Wildwoods as the Warriors begin boys tennis this Friday, April 1st at home with Pittman. Wildwood Catholic, meanwhile, winless in 2015. The Crusaders hope to change that this spring. They get their first chance this Friday at home with Holy Spirit. That's boys tennis. 2 more sports to go. I kind of feel like this is a marathon. This under review is a marathon, so track and field, it's appropriate to talk about that. We'll start with Lower Cape May as the first boys-girls varsity relay at Buna this Saturday. Lower's first home event next Wednesday, April 6th with Wildwood Catholic. Middle Township track and field, they'll take part in a tri-meet at Holy Spirit High School this coming Monday, April the 4th. The first boys home meet isn't until Wednesday, April 6th with Bridgeton. First girls home meet not until Wednesday, April 20th. With Cedar Creek. Ocean City has a strong track and field tradition. The girls varsity opens up on Saturday, April 2nd at Buno Regional for the Jim Camburn Relays. The boys varsity at Ocean City begins Saturday as well, but in Williamsburg, Virginia, as the Red Raiders will participate in the Colonial Relays at William and Mary University. The first boys-girls home meet not until Monday, April 11th with Vineland. Wildwood track and field begins competition next Wednesday, April 6th at Gloucester City. The Warriors' first home meet is 6 days later on Tuesday, April 12th with Salem. And finally, Wildwood Catholic first competes on Wednesday, April 6th. No home facilities for the Crusaders, but we wish them well all the same. That is boys and girls track and field. All that's left to talk about is golf. Cape May Tech coming off a 12-5 campaign last year. The Hawks begin on Monday 4-4 with Millville, and Lower Cape May just 3-8 last season. The Caper Tigers' first event is Monday 4-4 at St. Joe. Their first home activity comes on Friday, April 15th with Buno Regional. Middle Township, the real powerhouse of our Super 6 schools with golf, a perfect 16-0 last spring. No more Hicks brothers on the roster, or so I believe, so it will be interesting to see how the Panthers do moving forward. Middle's first home match next Tuesday, April 5th. Ocean City went 9-8 last season of boys golf. The Red Raiders opened things up with St. Augustine on Friday at Great Bay Country Club. It's a great day at Great Bay. Wildwood just 1-12 last spring. The Warriors begin next Monday, April 4th with Clayton, and finally, last but not least, Wildwood Catholic coming off a 12-5 campaign in 2015. 12-5, the Crusaders' first home event is set for this Friday, April 1st with Bridgeton, and that is high school golf. As always, a big thank you to Steph Sella for all her work that she does each week on Under Review as she puts this together. The schedule that we just ran through, even though my voice is running out, that schedule, well, that's going to be Steph's job to shoot some of that action now that we know where the games are. So also remember, if you have a story idea or suggestion, please email me at pthompson@cmcherald.com. Again, that email address is pthompson, THOMPSON, @cmcherald.com. In the meantime, we hope to have actual spring sports high school highlights for you right here next week. I also hope that my spring cold is over and my voice returns. But for now, though, that's week number 17 of Under Review. It is brought to you by the Burke Motor Group. We hope to see you right back here next week.